Hello and welcome back to grinding Final Fantasy IX and Skyrim at the same time. I'm Circle Master. We have a new and possibly improved layout and chat and stuff, maybe. Who knows? Who can say? The Goog can say. Lauren Leo can say. They're here. Did I actually get to the second screen without a fight? That's amazing. Or I just hit the button inappropriately. Nope, that's two enemies. Okay, we're good. Goog says it's definitely improved. That's good. The Final Fantasy IX part isn't exactly perfect, but I'm not 100% sure how to fix that. How about if I... Nope, I can't see it if I pause it. Oh, and if I alt-tab out of Skyrim, I'm screwed. Okay, well, I'll just leave it the way it is for now. We'll deal with that next time. But I'm just glad that I managed to do something, because I absolutely did not remember to get new music. So I hope you enjoy the music that I've had, because it's still the same music. But as Goo pointed out, the fights remaining counter being over Skyrim does not mean that Skyrim has fights remaining. That just seemed like the most convenient place to put it. Like, the most convenient place to put it is in the upper right corner, but that's so convenient that I put the alert box there instead. So I don't know, maybe it needs to go in the lower right? Something? I don't know. But I think the important part is that Skyrim's not covering anything too important in Final Fantasy IX. So you might remember from the discussion, or you might not, who do I know? The initial idea was to have Skyrim like stretched out in 32:9, like a big banner ad. That didn't work out so well because it turns out Skyrim doesn't actually support 32:9 resolution. Which means it's like most games. So yeah, if I ran it full screen 32:9, it would just be stretched out horizontally. Not that you'd probably be able to tell anyway, but it looked really ugly, and I would have to look at it because it would be full screen on my computer. I'm so excited because tomorrow I should be getting migraine meds, finally. I haven't had an injection since February, I think. So the migraines have been pretty bad for several months. And the insurance company was not happy about wanting to get on new meds. So what I'm getting on is a different med that is probably going to be equally effective as the previous med I was on. But then once I've quote-unquote failed on both of those meds, then I might get approved for the new med. But according to my neurologist, the med that I'm getting tomorrow works in pretty much the exact same way as the last med I was on. So I will almost certainly have similar results. And in fact, I expect to have pretty much identical results, which is still an improvement over no meds at all. But it takes like the 7 to 8 out of 10 pain and brings it down to a 6. And speaking of pain, how about we get into tonight's table topic? We're gonna go right out the gate with it. Who's ready? Nobody is. Nobody. You cannot prepare yourself for a table topic. They are just constantly baffling in their wrong-headedness. But here we go. Which actor delivers the best Batman performance? Which actor delivers the best Batman performance? There are a plethora to choose from. Now I'm going to have to cast, I started to say the wrong word and now I can't think of the right word. I'm gonna have to couch. I'm gonna have to couch my response in the context that I have not seen the new one with Robert Pattinson and the Riddler. I haven't seen that one. So I can't make any comment about his performance as the Batman. Having ruled that out, I have an immediate visceral answer, and then I have a questioning, maybe it's something else answer. My immediate visceral answer is to say Adam West. Adam West was just classic in that role. Cannot be topped. It was inimitable. But my questioning of this choice, my second guessing of my first instinct, is that a lot of his performance and the strength of his performance was in also playing Bruce Wayne. Like when you hear Bruce Wayne described as a billionaire playboy, no performance embodies that better than Adam West. And honestly, no one even comes close to that. In terms of both performance and writing. Especially more recent Batman movies pay token lip service to the idea of Bruce Wayne being a billionaire playboy. But the question is not who played Bruce Wayne. Who gave the best performance as Bruce Wayne? It's about Batman. So if you subscribe to the notion that Batman and Bruce Wayne are different characters to be portrayed, then I think you can make an argument that you can take the Bruce Wayne half out of the equation, kneecapping the rating of Adam West, and instead go for one of the more recent Batman portrayals that portray him as, you know, a symbol of terror. Someone who is powerful and frightening. You know, the icon that Batman was intended to be. And then it becomes a more difficult question. Hey, Bloodborne Souls. We're talking about which actor delivers the best Batman performance. And I'm contemplating what it means to give a Batman performance, and does that include portraying Bruce Wayne? Or is Bruce Wayne a separate portrayal from Batman? These are the questions. I think Kevin Conroy has a leg up in that it is animated. So it is much easier to create the kind of iconic visual that is immediately recognized by an audience without leaning on his vocal performance. Bloodborne Souls, if I make the Skyrim window too small, you'll have no idea what's happening even when I gain a level. There's just no pleasing some people, huh? Right, but things happen in the Skyrim window. So yeah, Kevin Conroy does an excellent job. But he has the advantage of the medium doing a lot of work for him. Like, much can be said about the Christian Bale vocal portrayal of Batman, with gravelly voice for inexplicable reason. But Christian Bale also had to do on-camera work. And at that point, it's kind of an apple and oranges comparison, I want to say. So yeah, it's a tough question if we take the Bruce Wayne portrayal out of the equation. Yes, they're on a shuffled looped playlist. Instead of getting more music, I changed the overlay. That was where I invested my stream prep time today. As I've mentioned, I definitely need to get more music. I would love to get like 8 hours of music on each of these playlists. That's probably an unreasonable goal. But it would be nice to get 2 hours of music onto each of these playlists. They got the X because it seemed like nobody cared. So we just have the chat, we have the fight counter, and we have the alert box still. And we have the sound alerts that nobody uses. Yeah, given it's such a tough question, taking the Bruce Wayne side out of the question, I'm gonna leave it in, and I'm gonna say Adam West is the best Batman. Fight me. Now, the question is not what's the best Batman movie. The question is which actor delivers the best Batman performance. So again, having not seen the most recent one, having not seen Robert Pattinson's portrayal of Batman, I'm going with Adam West. Oh, I just remembered the other way that I could get 3 screens on here. If I do a mobile game and mirror it onto my computer with Samsung DeX. That would be awful. Cynicism and lack of self-worth, mostly. And something is going on with my HDMI converter because the color temperature keeps changing. I love technical difficulties. Mostly I think that nobody watches to the end of the VODs because the VODs are 2 hours of this that aren't even live. Although people have started posting the secret word in some of the VODs, so I can't say that nobody does it. Also, Sneak 69, nice. And yeah, it might have been hard to see that that was Sneak 69, but if I made the window as tiny as the chat box, there's no hope of seeing that that was Sneak 69. You just have to take my word for it. Speaking of taking people's word for it, somebody pointed out today that Skyrim has leveled loot. Not nearly as many pieces of leveled loot as Oblivion did, but apparently it has some. And I'm going to be level 99. I could play Skyrim and get all the best loot from the leveled loot lists. I would hazard a guess that you don't need to be level 99 to get that much. Hey, Solnar. I'm glad that you're alive. I'm glad that your power is alive. And I'm sorry that I'm not doing Hard Space Shipbreaker, but I wanted to try out the new layout for the dual game nonsense. Now I'm going to see if I can look up what loot is leveled in Skyrim. I love how the first search suggestion is Skyrim level up command. Because people will just go to the console menu and cheat to level up. Let's see, Chillrend is leveled. I don't know where you get it. Oh yeah, that you get that in the Thieves Guild quest. Paralyzed for 2 seconds is pretty good. You have to be level 46 plus for the best versions of these weapons. My goodness. Dragonbane that I think you just pick up in Cloud Ruler Temple. Or whatever it's called, Skyhaven Temple. I'm still thinking about Oblivion. Hey Malik, yes, we have a change in layout. That is hopefully better. I couldn't do the thing where I do 32:9 Skyrim because Skyrim does not support 32:9 resolution. It only supports 16:9 or 16:10. I don't know, maybe the Anniversary Edition supports double widescreen, but I'm not about to buy that. Galder Blackblade, which I have no idea what that is. But it has Absorb Health. Galder Black Bow does not have Absorb Health. It has Drain Magicka, who cares? Hey, Jen's Duck. I don't know why you say sup lovers, but thanks. Bloodborne Souls, I don't get constant subs, follows, and donations. Most of my follows come in while I'm not streaming. And I think the last subs that I got were Sergeant Hammer buying gift subs for people. Lauren wants to hydrate. Here you go, Lauren. You're not going to be able to hear it because of NVIDIA broadcast, and I'm sorry. At least I didn't have to go to the kitchen to get some, although having just taken a swig, my can of Coke Zero is mostly empty. So that's a shame. Jen's Duck misses the logo. The Lunar Ice Mace, Lunar Ice Sword, they all suck. Lunar Iron War Axe sucks. More lunar stuff, it all sucks. Mirax Sword needs to be level 60 plus, my goodness. Oh, all it does is absorb stamina, who cares? Mirax Staff casts some custom spell that lasts for 20... No, doesn't last for 20 seconds. It's 20 points of the spell. Mora's Agony. Nightingale Blade. Absorb health and absorb stamina. There you go. Level 46. Bloodborne Souls, thanks to layout before was better. The Googs, thanks to layout now is better. Basically what I'm hearing is I need to come up with yet another different layout because this one's... yeah. And go blah blah. Hail Blade. Caps out at level 27 and is therefore not interesting. And apparently a weapon that you can't obtain is a leveled weapon, even though you can't obtain it. Hey Ankosha, how you doing? Oh, it looks like the Dragon Priest masks are also leveled. So like Mirax, the mask, headgear, Fortify Magicka, 70 points. How boring. Nightingale armor, Fortify stamina, resist frost, who cares? Nightingale boots, muffle 35 points. I mean, I usually end up putting muffle on my boots anyway, because what else are you going to do with that? Gloves, hood. Who cares about the hood? Shield of Solitude. 30 points to resist magic and 35 points of fortify blocking. That's not nothing. Amulet of Articulation. Gives you articulation. 25 points. Does not say what level it needs to be to get this. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Hankosha. And the Mage's Circlet for completing the Mage Guild questline. Fortify Magicka 70 points. There's not a lot of leveled items. Also, I was completely wrong about all of the Dragon Priest masks being leveled. It's literally only Mirax mask. You don't need OCD for this, you just need determination. That's the beauty of this challenge. Literally anybody can do it. Not everybody can max out the score in Donkey Kong or be the #1 world record speedrunner in a game. But anybody can get to level 99 if they want to. All it takes is time. Zero skill. Which makes the fact that Dick Tree couldn't do it even more sad. Alright, have fun, Selnar. I tell you, I'm not looking forward to the progression reset. And having to start the career over and have basic tools again. I really liked having advanced tools. And I really don't like back attacks. So yeah, I need to get more music. I need to work on this overlay some more. Or layout, or whatever you want to call it. I need to record footage for the Let's Play that I want to make. And at some point I need to play more Heartspace Shipbreaker. Possibly streaming it. I actually thought about streaming it tonight. It is Bloodborne Souls, you gotta understand, it's all the time. All the time pain. how much my brain works is always less than 100%. The last time I was pain-free was a couple years ago at Christmas. Like a couple days before Christmas, I got a really bad kidney stone. I went to like urgent care and they gave me some really, really nice painkillers. I forget what exactly, but they were opioid painkillers. So, for 2 days, I was legitimately pain-free. I got to be pain-free for Christmas that year. It was amazing. But then I passed the stone, so I had to stop taking the painkillers so that I didn't get, you know, an opioid addiction. Also made me super constipated because opioid. And also we're level 52, imagine that. Imagine gaining a level in Skyrim. Yeah, let's keep the stamina train going. Let's stay on 420. Why not? Because I'm not sure what the point of that is. Like, for one thing, migraines and mental health are not quite the same thing. The depression and anxiety, that's for mental health. I could put it for that, but that's like all the time anyway. But like, the stream's not about mental health. The stream's about Final Fantasy IX and Skyrim. Yeah, I think there's something up with my HDMI converter because the color temperature has been changing, and it's been hit and miss. It's like sometimes it'll be there and then it'll go back to normal and then it'll come back. I'm not sure if I just need to unplug and replug it back in. I'm hoping it'll clear up. I mean, you say that. I thought nobody else would ever do Final Fantasy VII, but other people have done that. Like, yeah, right now I think the yellow hue is gone again. I think it's back to its normal color temperature. I don't want to have to buy another one of those, though. I'll tell you that much for free. Speaking of telling people things for free. Except not really. I was looking for some 3D models to print when my 3D printer arrives in probably about a month. And I was hoping to find some totally legit online download STLs for Warhammer 40k certain models that are only available on Forge World, so I'd be buying resin models anyway, and they're stupid expensive. And I'd rather support my local game store and come up with proxies. And while I didn't find any good proxies for the thing that I wanted, I did find a 3D printable conversion kit to convert a totally legal plastic model from Warhammer 40k into the Forge World model that I want to use. Bloodborne Souls, historically, I fix it by unplugging my HDMI cables and plugging them back in, which is kind of annoying. But at the moment, the yellow hue is gone. Or at least when I looked at the screen last time. When the battle end menu thing was up. It was the right color then. It seems like it's the right color now. So yeah, it's super intermittent. And I don't know what causes it other than the HDMI converter possibly being bad. But as said, I don't want to buy another one. At least not right now. I bought a nice one that actually has decent scaling so that the pixels are the same size when it scales, so the text isn't meshed. Because I used to have a really cheap one that you just plug the barrel plugs into and then it outputs HDMI, and it would just mush the text like crazy. That's what I had in the, like, if you look at the Final Fantasy VII video and those old streams, it's the PlayStation 4x3 upscaled into a 16:9, so it's stretched and it's ugly, and I don't care for it. But I have a nice HDMI converter that preserves the pixel size, pixel ratio, preserves the 4x3 aspect ratio, but that meant it wasn't cheap. And unless something's changed, I don't think there's another company that makes it, so I'd have to basically just be ordering the same product over again. Which means that sooner or later it will have the same problem. Oh, this will take me more than 2 years. If the new injectable works out to give me some more tolerance, such that I can stream for 3 hours a day instead of 2 hours a day, then it will take me 2 years. But as it is, it'll take me 3 years, maybe a little more. And that's from now. That's from over 400 hours in. Now it looks like the yellow hues are back. Now I always have migraines. I'm always in pain. After 2 hours it becomes unbearable. Like, as I'm sitting here grinding and talking to you, it feels like my eyes, or like behind my eyes, is swelling, and there's a distinct sharp pain in my right temple. But I just have to power through it. And the problem is, eventually, I run out of the energy to power through it. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to do Final Fantasy IX again. I definitely don't think anybody's going to do Final Fantasy IX and Skyrim at the same time again. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not doing well tonight. Yeah, in terms of pain tolerance, I'm not doing well. I suspect it might be that frickin' converter changing the colors, messing with my head. But I'm already at the point where I'm closing my eyes to try to rest them while the battle's happening. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to bag it early. I'm just not hanging in there for this. And of course I get the fight now, and I didn't get it on the way here. Which means I have to get another one. Yeah, the secret word of the day for those of you who made it to the end of this VOD on YouTube, which should be most of you, I would hope, is Lance. Post Lance in the comment so I know that you could make it through an hour-long video. I am hitting the... No, I was hitting the right button. You see, I'm already messing things up. It's all bad. But yeah, that'll do it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.